After a weekend of rain, we got a beautiful Monday here in sunny Florida, and today we're back in Parrish looking at some more affordable new construction homes. Today we're checking out Creekside by KB Homes. What is going on YouTube? If you are new to the channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. If you clicked on today's video, you're probably curious about what affordable new construction looks like here in the Tampa Bay area and where. Well, KB Homes continues to impress me as they remain to be innovative and put out a great product, but still remain affordable. In our past videos, when we've been in Parrish, we've been a little bit closer to that 275 South interjection where you can jump right off the highway and get into one of these new construction communities. But today, we're a few miles further inland to the east, where this community is actually surrounded by a few cow pastures and ranches. And I think for that reason, KB Homes is putting out a ranch-style home product to conform to the property surrounding it, at least until residential development pushes a little further out into this area. We have two models we're gonna get to see today, starting in the low 300,000s, and this community is offering no CDD and a very low HOA. Before we jump into the home tour, I do want to remind you guys that I am a licensed agent in the state of Florida. So if you have real estate goals, questions, or dreams of moving here, especially the Tampa Bay area, I would be honored to earn your business and help you make your transition here as smooth as possible. So I'm going to drop my contact information on screen so you can get in touch, and don't hesitate to reach out as I'm always here to be a resource for you. And if you've made it this far in the video, be sure to go down, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button because it helps me continue to create more content like this for you guys. Now, without further ado, let's see what these homes are talking about. So this is plan 1707, named after the square footage of the home. So I'm going to flip the camera, give you guys a POV tour so you can see exactly how this home is laid out. Okay, so we've just entered. You have a nice hallway, and then immediately to the left are your first two guest bedrooms, joined by a guest bathroom. And then across the hall here, this will be your garage entrance, and then laundry room right at the front of the home. And this is theoretically a third guest bedroom, but they have it staged as an office. Now, I love what they've done with the LDK space. It's a very open floor plan. You have your kitchen, dining, and living, great room. And one thing to point out are these higher ceilings, which in these more affordable homes is not common. So the fact that they've put, I believe these are 10 or 12 foot ceilings, is a great selling point for more space in your home. Now, off the back of the kitchen here is your slider, and they do have a patio. Now you could extend off later on and screen that in as a lanai, but they do have waterfront and conservative floor plans and lots available. So if that's something that concerns you, of being on the water or not wanting someone to be able to build behind you and have a nice view, then they do have those options available as well. All right, now off the back of the living room here, you have your primary suite, ensuite bathroom. One thing I personally didn't love was that this is all of your closet space, and for this to be a primary, anyone who's a married couple knows that is not going to be enough closet space. You're probably going to have to use some of the closet space in one of the other bedrooms, which is unfortunate, but just one of the drawbacks of this specific floor plan. All right, so we're making our way to the second model, and this one wasn't by any means the most impressive we've ever seen, but for $322,000, just a 35-minute drive from St. Petersburg for a brand new home, not too bad. Now this next one is 600 square feet bigger and has more modern finishes, so let's check it out. Okay, so we're inside the 2333, again, matching the square footage of this model, and I am by far more impressed in this one than I am the last one. So let's have a flip and I'll walk you through it. So you have again another beautiful entrance, and then immediately to the right here at the front of the home, you have a in-law suite with their own ensuite bathroom tucked away from the rest of the home for complete separation and privacy. And the rest of the home begins here and goes back. So that level of privacy, having that extra space for in-laws or just that extra room for you to potentially house hack, is a huge selling point here. Now we'll continue to your garage entrance and laundry room, mutual space between the in-law suite and the main home for easy access to do laundry. And then your second and third guest bedrooms are adjacent to each other with a shared guest bathroom. And now the best part, you have this formal dining room in this huge opening here. It really opens up into a wide open floor plan, LVP flooring that looks and feels great throughout the entire home. And you have this massive wide open kitchen, huge pantry off to the side here. And then of course, to the back of the kitchen is your main living area. Super wide open, super spacious, super comfortable. Now, unlike the last model, if we step outside here, you actually are covered this time. So you wouldn't have to do any extra additions or renovations. You would simply just screen this in, maybe add a screen door, have your lanai, and keep the bugs away and still be able to enjoy the outdoors. Now at the very back of the home, this is a coat closet here. You come into the primary suite. Windows are placed perfectly for natural light. And then the ensuite bathroom is impressive, as you have dual vanities, beautiful stand-up shower. You have, this is tile, but it looks like marble, but it is tile. But they do have the marble inside the shower, which is one of my personal favorite features in this model. And then they did do you a bit of a favor and gave you a much bigger walk-in closet. Now, I reckon this would be his space. This entire bit here would be her space, but you can split it as you see fit. I believe my favorite thing about this floor plan is just the openness. This is a true open floor concept, and this opening that creates a separation from this dining room and the rest of the LDK space makes for a perfect flow of energy and a very comfortable and spacious space for you and your family. If you guys remember, just a few months ago, we were at Oakfield Trails, which is another community with several builders in it, but we are just a short 10-minute drive a few miles east of there. So you're still within decent proximity to all the commercial developments that we spoke about in that video, including Publix. They're putting a brand new Baycare hospital just a few short miles down the road as soon as you come in off that 275 exit. I think one of the main points of separation between this KB Homes community and some of the other communities we've seen in the past is that this one is really placed in a more rural area than we're used to looking at. And for some people, that is exactly what you're looking for in these new homes. You can get a brand new home, but not have to worry about it being super old and, distressed and having to do a ton of renovations, but you still get that calm, relaxing lifestyle that you can be away from the city and not have to be in such a bustling, congested area and worry about traffic and things of that nature. Okay, so this community is one of the smaller ones we've seen, and they don't have any amenities, so there's not a ton to see or talk about, but the sales agent did just let me know that they are offering some incentives right now. For any buyer that goes under contract, they are offering $7,500 towards your closing cost and then an additional 2% for you to use however you want. You can either buy down the purchase price, you can buy down your interest rate, or you can pay some of those additional closing costs at the closing table. And though this community is small, it is quiet and quaint, and I do think there's someone out there that one of these homes would be perfect for you. So if that's you and you have questions about this community or just new construction in the Tampa Bay area in general, I want to remind you that I am a licensed agent in the state of Florida, and I would be honored to earn your business and help you make that transition here as smooth as possible. So I'm going to drop my contact information on screen one more time so you can get in touch. And if this is all new to you and you're curious about the new construction process, do not worry, because I've created a free guide to buy new construction. It gives you the steps A to Z on what that process looks like, and I'm giving it to you guys completely free. I'm going to drop the link to it in the description of this video. All you have to do is copy and paste it into your search bar, and it'll take you straight to the PDF, again, completely free. Now, before I head out of here, I do want to remind you guys to go down, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button, because it genuinely helps me continue to create more content like this for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more new construction content. Peace.